Shape of My Heart by Sting is played in standard tuning with no capo and features some beautiful sounding chords. The first chord shape we're going to play in this song is played here. We have the third finger on the 9th fret of the A string, pinky finger, 10th fret of the B string, and we have the first finger on the 6th fret of the G string. We're going to play B, A, G, B. We're then going to move down to 7, 6 and 9. Second finger here on the A string at the 7th fret. Then we've got the first finger where it was before and the pinky finger also where it was before, just down 1 fret. And we're going to play A, B, A, G, B. So we have we're going to move the same shape down 2 frets to 5, 4 and 7 and play exactly the same thing. So 7, 9 and 6, 7, 6 and 9, 5, 4 and 7. We'll then play the 8 at the 5th fret again. And then we're going to move down to a first finger bar across the 4th fret. And we're going to play 4 on the 8, 7 on the B together. Then we'll move down to 4 on the G and 6 with the 3rd finger on the B. So the first time through slowly. The second time through is exactly the same except for the first chord shape. So instead of playing 9, 6 and 10, we're actually going to play 9, 7 and 10. So we're just moving this first finger up a fret on the G string to the 7th fret. The picking is exactly the same all the way through. The only difference here is we're going to play 4, 5 on the A string and run into a new riff at the end. We'll then grab 4 on the G, 7 on the B string, back to the 4 on the G, up to the 5th fret on the high E. Back to 7 on the B, and 4 on the G there. We're then going to move to this really stretchy chord. We have 5th fret with the 3rd finger on the low E, 1st finger, 2nd fret the G, and pinky finger on the and the B string at the 5th fret there, sorry. We'll play these all together, E, G and B, and we're going to hammer on to the 4th fret on the G there, and then grab the B and G strings together again. Okay, so it's the stretchy chord with the hammer on. Then we'll play 4, 6, 6, 4 on the 8, 6 on the D, 6 on the B. Move the shape up 1 fret to the D chord. We'll play an A, D and B, and then just D and B. We'll go to an F sharp 7 sus 4 chord. So it's very similar to an F minor bar chord, just with this pinky drop down there to the G string at the 4th fret. And then we move it back up to the F sharp minor chord. So slowly from the little one here, down to our stretchy chord with the hammer on. 4, 6, 6, up 1 fret. The suspended chord, F sharp minor. That's kind of like the main riff and it's played on repeat. There's a few variations to the ending of this riff, so sometimes when we're coming out from this spot, we'll go to the D, play that normal, and then to the F sharp 7 sus 4, and then to the F sharp minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, then we go straight back to the D, F sharp 7 sus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that will take us into a new part of the song. Once we've finished the variation of the riff, we're going to go to this chord here to start the mid-8 section. It's very similar to the main riff, just played lower on the guitar. So with the chord here, we've got a 3rd finger, low E string at the 9th fret, pinky finger, 9th fret at the G, and the 1st finger on the 6th fret at the D string. We're going to start by playing the E and G together, and then E, D, G. then move down to 7, 6 and 8. 7, second finger on the low E, first finger stayed where it was from the chord before, and then we can use the pinky or the third finger here on the 8th fret of the D string. And the picking is similar. It goes E, G, E, E, G. So from here, then we move this down 2 frets to 5, 4 and 6, same shape, same picking. Bass note on the 5th fret, going down to 4 and 6 on the E and G there together. And then we pick 4 on the D and moving down to the 5th fret there on the G string. So the first time through sounds like this. Second time through is exactly the same. We're just going to move that first finger up from the 6th fret on the D to the 7th fret on the D for the first chord, and the rest is exactly the same. And then we have the little link section that takes us back into the chords this time, actually, before we go to the verse. For the outro of this riff, we'll play 5 on the E, 4 on the D, 6 on the G. Back to the D, the 4th fret, grabbing the high E string open. And then 6 on the D, 4 on the G, back to the low E string at the 5th fret. We'll move down to an E major chord. We'll play low E, 2nd fret on the A there, and then G and B together open. Before I finish it off, 4 on the E, 6 on the A, 5 on the G. So slowly we have this. We'll then go to an A chord, down, up, up, the G sharp 7 sus 4, which is exactly the same as the F sharp 7 sus 4, just up 2 frets, down, down, then to a C minor bar chord, to a C minor 7 bar chord, back to the A, G sharp 7 sus 4, finish it off with an A add 9 chord. So it's like an A bar chord, just playing not a bar basically. So we've got 5th fret on the low E, and then the B and high E strings are ringing open around the rest of the chord shape. So for the chords we have the A, G sharp 7 sus 4, C sharp minor 2, C sharp minor 7, the A chord, G sharp 7 sus 4, and then finish it off with that A add 9 chord. For the outro, the riff is played as normal until we finish on a single strum of F sharp